how do you treat aphasia?
So that's a tricky question, and the fact that aphasia presents so differently for everyone. Depending on what happens to the brain and where it is, kind of depends on what kind of symptoms you present with. So some people, like Sebastian, understand absolutely everything. They just have a hard time getting their message out. Other people sound like they're speaking English or Spanish or something, but they really don't understand what you say when you're talking to them. Some people, it's called global aphasia, right? Both sides are affected. So the treatment really, because it's a language disorder, is speech therapy. But that doesn't really say much because depending on how it presents, each person is going to need therapy a little bit differently. But we really focus on the strengths that the client has and using those to kind of build and compensate for any deficits that we see.
Okay. So it can affect different parts of the brain, and it can be interpreted as different as well too, depending on the treatment as well. Okay. And now, are there any misconceptions about aphasia, if that's the case?
Absolutely. I think the biggest one, and Sebastian, I'm sure you can speak to this as well, is people who meet someone with aphasia may just think, oh, they maybe have like dementia or they're not all there cognitively, and that's really not the case necessarily. A lot of times it is just language. It's literally just the words coming in or the words coming out kind of get muddled. So it's really not a sign of intelligence.
And Sebastian, can you attest to that?
The way mine went to very complicated.
He said the way mine works is very complicated. But do you feel like that a lot of people think because you're in your wheelchair and because you don't talk the same as them, that people think that you don't understand things or that you're not in your right mind in any way or that you're not the same as them? Do you think that's true? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can you be born with it? Can you develop it? Can there an incident happen to where you have aphasia or whatnot?
How did you get it? It's more related to your what?
I was born my brain functions different.
Sebastian he was born 2 months early, 28 weeks.
So
he was 2 pounds, 14 ounces when he was born.
And I wasn't even supposed to be alive, but I am. And they think I'm dumb as a toast.
He said they think I'm dumb as a post.
But I'm not as dumb as a post as people think I am.
He said
that's why we're proving them wrong.
It's frustrating, huh?
It's not frustrating when you have to deal with it every day. For me, I just have to find a different way to speak to people.
Which that took him a while to do, because it used to be when people would ask him questions and they didn't understand him, when he was younger, he'd get really mad. He's learned that, he can change. You can control it and you can change it and you can change it up too.
Yeah.
Where people can understand.